Good afternoon. Please don't mind my background noise. I just want to do a quick illustration on how you can go about your video creation, right? Let's say this is your script. Let's assume we are using this when you hear our forefathers or for script to create a video. All that is required of you is to, for this kind of script, is to voice the script and look for video clips or pictures that you can attach to match or align with your voice, the message you are passing, right? Let's say you want to start when you hear our forefathers or incantation. You can show a video of African parent or African who is a male saying something. So to do this, you can use your Canva app. You can get stock videos, stock images. If you have the Canva Pro access, you can get stock images you can access for free. Stock images, videos that you can use, and you would use. I don't like to use Canva to download my videos because I don't like the quality it gives. I would rather download those videos bit by bit and go to CapCut. But CapCut is also pro, but I add another one which is VMake, so you can try that one as well. So let's go to Canva. Let's say we want to gather our resources, the assets we need to create this video, right? Let's go to Canva. So this is video, but we have different kinds of video templates. If you are posting on social media, you are using a different template. If you are posting social media like Facebook, Instagram, you are using different template. If you are posting on YouTube, there's a different template to use, right? So for YouTube, you can just search YouTube video, which is the landscape 1920 by 1080. So go ahead to choose a blank template. Then you search, go to elements and search for, okay, when you hear our forefathers or for what comes to your mind, you can use a representation of someone thinking, right? You do like yay, ipe, afoshe. You can go ahead to use someone that is surprised, like in shock. Then not at all, someone that is probably shaking their head shaking their head or not in agree with something. Let me find, when you hear our forefathers or for what comes to your mind. When you hear, it can even be represented with just text on a screen. When you hear with the text sound, with this text sound effect that seems like you are typing, a keyboard sound can accompany the text on the screen. This video is a perfect, what is it called? Perfect video to use. And you can to put it on the back, to put it as the background, just click on the video, click these three dots and scroll to set video as background. So you go ahead to download this particular one. Download as MP video. Download. So let's say we have one asset like already. go to your CapCut. The only issue with CapCut now is you need to have the pro access to be able to download without watermark and also access a lot of elements. Let me see if I can download the vmake. This vmake is for talking heads, so, and we are not doing talking heads here. We need something we can use to create our video from the scratch. I don't like to use InShot. InShot too is free to an extent, but let's just use this CapCut. New project, go to new project, upload your video. So for that, to add a text on your what is it called, on the screen, you can download a template, like a blank template on Canva. I'm not sure I have anyone. Let's download a blank template. So we have our blank template. Let's go to photos to see project, blank template first, next add. So on this blank template, we want to add a text that says what. Add text. To add text, you go to add text, right? So let's come back to this. I want to check the when you hear our forefathers or for incantation, what comes to your mind? So when you, let me go back. Let's assume you want to add text. To add text, you go to add text. To choose any font, you go to English, right? English, and go ahead to choose any font you like. There are free fonts and pro fonts. The pro fonts, you only be able to access the pro fonts if you have the pro access. That is, if you are subscribed to the pro version of the app. So let's choose a free, what is it called, free app, free font. Then you go to style to choose the color you want. Let's say our brand color is, what's our brand color? Is it green? I think green. So you can search green. When you hear our forefathers, so when you see the text as extended to beyond the borders, go to the next line to continue typing. Our forefathers of for incantation. What comes to your mind? What comes to your mind? So you can choose any font you like. You can also select the alignment you want. You want to align it to the right, left, anywhere, and you can adjust the size as well. You can adjust the size, scale, by choosing the scale. The scale is to adjust the size, right? You can choose bold font. You can italize it, you can underline it, you can choose the case you want, right? Small letter plus capital letter. You can choose, you can do as many things as you want. Background, you can add background. Choose the color because it's white, is not distinct. Choose the color of the background. So we don't want background, no background. So you can do as many, you can play with the element effect. You can choose any effect you want, right? You can animate your text. So let's go to animation. Let's use the type animation. So we want to use the type animation, and we want to add a sound effect. There are different animation types. Some are free, some are pro. So let's assume we are okay with this typewriter. So to add a sound effect, go to audio, go to effect, sorry, no, go to audio, right? Sounds. You see sound effects, and you can record a voiceover here with the record, right? So let's assume let's say we are looking for a sound. We want a sound that would make it seem like we are typing something using the keyboard typing. Go to keyboard. If you search keyboard or type, can you see? Typing on a keyboard. So if you search typing, so let's choose this. You can increase the speed of the typing. This is where the sound starts. This text is too fast. You can reduce or increase the speed of the animation. 2.0. Okay, this is okay now. What comes to your mind? So we can represent this with what comes to your mind, right? Or even we can represent everything. Our first 3 lines. When you hear our forefathers, or for incantation, what comes to your mind? This video is a perfect representation of it. This video aligns with our text, right? What comes to your mind? What comes to your mind? So you can change the color, because this green color, and you can reduce the size. You can change the color or put a border, put a background, right? Let's assume we want to add a background. We want to add a white background. You can reduce the opacity of the background. What comes to your mind? And you can change the text as well. You can change the text to probably an handwriting text. a text that looks like an handwriting. So you can play around the text and choose what suits you, but don't use too much font combinations, right? What comes to your mind? You can increase the speed of this what is it called, of this video. So you need to make sure as you're putting your assets, which are the videos, pictures, and whatever you are using, along with your audio and transcription, make sure to, sometimes your voice will be longer than the video you added, right? Sometimes the video will be shorter, and sometimes the audio, the voiceover, may be longer. So whichever the case is, you can, let's assume our voice, after saying what comes to your mind now, this video is longer than what I said, so you can increase the speed or cut out of this video. Or you can, if you think your audio is too slow or too fast, you can always, okay, let me use an example. Let me record. Go to audio, record. When you hear our forefathers offer, which is incantation, what comes to your mind? When you hear our forefathers offer, which is incantation, what comes to your mind? So you'd see that the keyboard typing sound has overshadowed what I said. So go to click on the sound effect and reduce the volume. When you hear our forefather, the sound is there and my voice is there as well. And you can increase your own voice to make it more distinct, right? You can take it as 1000. And you can edit the audio as well, enhance the voice. But this feature is pro feature. It is pro feature. So you can increase the speed or reduce it. You can reduce the noise if there is a background noise. But make sure to record your voiceovers in a silent place, right? In a silent place, so that there is no interference. So we've reduced the noise. You can increase the speed if you feel it is too slow. When you hear our forefathers offer, which is incantation, what comes to your mind? So this is okay. I put it at 1.2. When you hear our forefathers offer, which is 1.2, 1.3, 1.2 is good. So if you feel your audio is too fast or your voiceover is too fast, you can bring it this way, right? You bring it this way. But if it is too slow, you go to the right. If it is too fast, you go to the left to adjust it. So I'll leave it at 1.2. When you hear, and you can cut out pauses, you can cut out whatever you don't, or any part you don't want in your voiceover by using the split. So my audio started at 1 point something around 1.0.1, right? So you can cut out this beginning because before your audio starts, there will be the silent 0.1 or 0.0 seconds before you start talking, right? So you delete that part and drag your audio to the beginning. When you hear our forefathers, this is perfect. When you hear our forefathers offer, which is incantation. So which is incantation? I've not finished saying incantation before this white screen and the text finished. So I can go ahead to drag this picture I added, this white background I added with the text. I'll drag the text as well, so that it will be at incantation where the exact place I finished saying or for incantation, right? Incantation. So I finished saying incantation at almost 0 incantation. So this is perfect. You can drag when you click text, the text will your text will be shown, and you drag it to the end of this white screen. So what comes to your mind? Drag this what comes to your mind to the end of the first one, right? When you hear the click, you stop, right? What comes to your mind, and you can, because this what comes to your mind. Now the video we added is longer than what we said, so you can speed it up, speed it up, or cut. You can speed it up or cut. So this is where our text ended. What comes to your mind? Oh, this is where I hold it. What comes to your mind? So that is perfect. So what comes to your mind text should be dragged to the end of the video. Comes to your mind. You can see they align. What I said align with what you can see. So our voice, this is the sound effect we added. That green line is the sound effect. So if you click on it, you can cut it, so that you can cut it, because you can cut it out. It should stop at this white screen with the text when you hear our forefathers incantation, because that is where we want it to stop. So you go ahead to click on it, split, delete, and you can as well drag it, undo. So this arrow is for undo. The next one beside it on the right is to redo an action you undid. Am I right? Is that correct? So you can drag it, use your hand to drag it to the particular place you want it to be. So when it reaches a place you've cut that you want it to be, you will hear a sort of vibration. That means it has reached the place you cut, right? So this is perfect. This is perfect. Mind. So the audio extends a little beyond the video. You click on the voiceover and drag it. You hear one vibration, a sort of vibration when it reaches that place. That means they are balanced. Not yet. This means they are balanced. They are balanced this way. So the essence of adding text to your videos, that is adding captions, transcribing your text, is to enhance the user experience, your viewers experience when they are watching your videos. For some that have, especially for some that have audio impairments, they can get your message by just reading what is on the screen, reading the text. So that is the essence of adding the text. And research has shown that some don't even turn on the audio whenever they come across videos on any platform you post it. And I do this also because that sometimes the sound may be an headache for me, so I just want to see what you are, or I don't want to, when I'm not with my earphones, I don't want to disturb people around me. I just want to see what is on the screen and probably the text as well. So I hope with this you'll be able to create your videos. But CapCut, I use CapCut. I don't have the pro version yet, but it is a very beginner friendly video editing tool you can use. So this text as well, it is too close to the screen. We can't even see some of them. So you can use your hand to, because you've clicked on it, it will be highlighted, and you can use your hand to adjust the size or go to the scale. Double click it and go to the scale. Go to the size. Okay, it is size here. It is size here. When you come here, you see it is scale, right? So click on the text to reduce the size. It is advisable for your text to be within the borders, right? Within the borders, you see a blue. This is the border, right? This blue, when it goes beyond this blue arrow, like this, it is beyond the border, right? So when it's within the range, within the space, it means your text is within. This is middle alignment. So the text should be starting from here. Worst, you shouldn't go beyond this, right? If you are using left alignment, right? So make sure that your text does not go beyond the screen, right? So that is that. What else can we use? What is our next what comes to your mind? Yay, epe, afoshe. Not so you can as well use text to represent the ye, epe, afoshe, but to make it more real and more engaging, you can use you can use someone who is shocked or surprised, or around those expressions. You can use that element or that kind of asset to represent this. So then the next, not at all, someone that is negating what you said. So go to your Canva to find, when you click on element and you find, let's say, shocked. We want to find someone who is shocked. Shocked African. This video is a perfect expression, even though I've not seen what it is. Exactly, this is a perfect expression. Like I said, set it as the background, click on it, download as video. Download. So you find the videos you are working on under your project. Go here to add assets. You click on this plus, then add. No, don't want it at the beginning now. So this video was added to the beginning instead of the end of the video. So drag it, long press it and move it here. So it is balanced that way, right? Then you had your text. Ye it be a for share, right? Let's say we've added the text. Then you come to your what, to the next one, right? So for the voiceover, I like to record the voiceover first before I start adding the assets that match my speech, right? Because I find it easier to do. And you can now as well record your what is it called, record your voiceover on this app. The easy way I use is to screenshot my script and bring it here. Let's say we want to record our voiceover. You bring it here. You go to audio. Upload it first. Upload the script first. I've screenshot it already. Let's assume this is it, and add. So it can take how many minutes with this take? Let's assume this will take like 1 or 2 minutes for me to complete the script. So I'll drag it to 1 minute or 2. 15. I've dragged it to 2 minutes, right? I've dragged it to 2 minutes. So I'll just read it. Let me read. So you go to audio to record. Let's assume I want to record. You place your phone like the length of a pen away from your mouth, and you place the phone is it horizontally. You place the sound tip, what will I call it? What call this thing? Where your charging point, you make sure it is facing your mouth. Let me put it that way. That is the best way I can explain. Right? Slantly. And you'd look at your screen, press the record. When you hear our forefathers offer, which is incantation, what comes to your mind? Yea, epe, afoshe, not at all. Yo bale, ni labalaba fin wodo. It's just a mere statement of fact of their observation. You make mistake. It can take you 5 times, 10 times to record a perfect voiceover. So it is important that you read your script before you start recording, so that at least it is in your head, you've memorized it a bit. So the first 3 to 5 times will not be perfect. So don't be tired. Video content creation requires a lot of patience. Yeah. So you have to be patient with it. It takes time. So I'll start again. Right? Yo ballet. Delete. When you hear our forefathers offer, which is incantation, what comes to your mind? Yea, epe, afoshe, not at all. Yo bale, ni labalaba fin wodo. When you hear our forefathers offer, which is incantation, what comes to your mind? Yea, epe, afoshe, not at all. Yo bale, ni labalaba fin wodo. It's just a mere statement of fact of their observation. Isn't that about the force of gravity? Isn't that about the force the gravity? Isn't that about the force gravity, the butterfly? What is this? Isn't that about the force gravitating? Okay. When you hear our forefathers offer, which is incantation, what comes to your mind? Yay, èpè, àfọ̀ṣẹ, not at all. Yóò balẹ̀, ní labalábá fi ń wọgbó. It's just a mere statement of fact, of their observation. Isn't that about the force gravitating the butterfly? Here, you show a butterfly hovering up and down. Okay. Àbí lálá tó rókè, ibo ló ń bọ̀? Ilẹ̀, of course, which is the law of gravity. Ìròmí tó ń jó lórí omi, ibo ni olílù rẹ̀ wà? Ìsàlẹ̀, of course. Archimedes' principle, àbí law of arc of Noah, no be so our forefathers propounded. Why have we grounded our forefathers' scientific inquiry and intuitive ingenuity? Together, let's revive Africans' lost heritage. All this in one video, just to explain, okay? When you hear our fathers offer, which is incantation, what comes to your mind? Yay, èpè, àfọ̀ṣẹ, not at all. Yóò balẹ̀, ní labalábá fi ń wọgbó. It's just a mere statement of fact, of their observation. Isn't that about the force gravitating the butterfly? Here, you show a butterfly hovering up and down. Àbí lálá tó rókè, ibo ló ń bọ̀? Ilẹ̀, of course, law of gravity. Ìròmí tó ń jó lórí omi, ibo lolínú rẹ̀ wà? Ìsàlẹ̀, of course, Archimedes' principle, àbí law of arc of Noah. No be so our forefathers propounded. Why have we grounded our forefathers' scientific inquiry and intuitive ingenuity? Together, let's revive Africans' lost heritage. You can go ahead to delete whatever voiceover you've recorded before that you don't want. You can delete it. This is the first one we recorded, which will end up deleting, but I said something in the last part. Okay, I can delete it. It will be in the screen record. So you can delete. You can edit this voiceover as well. You can edit it like I said. Take out the pauses, stretch it to see the pauses. These lines, this straight line, it means you've paused or the voice was not well captured. So you can delete, and when you delete, let's assume, let's play this. Okay. Àfọ̀ṣẹ, not at all. Not at all. Oh. So let's assume you want to cut out this part and this here, right? So you just split and delete. Then you drag to the beginning again, to where the first one stopped, or the last one you cut from. So you can as well reduce the sound, what is it called? Reduce the noise, right? You can increase the speed. Well, it is advisable to increase the speed of your video or audio before you start cutting. Because when you when you cut before you reduce the noise, you have to do it for each of the cuts, for each of the cuts. So for stress-free, what is it called, for stress-free work, you should increase the speed first if you know you want to increase the speed, and start cutting. So you now go ahead to delete. Once your voiceover is done, go ahead to delete the script you uploaded. Delete, right? Delete. So you now be putting your assets, which that is the video clips or pictures, to match what you are saying. I hope you found this insightful. If you have any question, you can ask me. If you need access to Canva Pro, I have that. I can invite you to my workspace. So, but I think I'll be the one to download. But if you've worked on it, it will be easy for me to download. So that is that about that.